What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we just decided to go on a morning stroll. We were walking along the creek last night when I was checking out game and fish, and I was looking on the site. I saw that there were largemouth, smallmouth, rainbow trout, bluegills, catfish. There were a lot of species in this creek down here. We were walking along the creek, and right up in the current area, immediately spotted a pretty nice smallmouth for a creek. I mean, he's not really all that big, but probably about an 8 to 9 incher, just right up, sitting up in the current. And then we walked a little bit further down once the water got a little bit slack, and a ton of bluegills and a ton of baby bass. These fish are going to be very, very small. They're not going to be big, so don't expect anything tremendous to be caught out of here. But shoot, me alone, I think that the smallmouth is tremendous as it is, because I don't get to catch those style of fish or those species very often. So when I get to come up to areas like this and have the ability to catch those fish, I am all in 100%. This trip wasn't intended for purely fishing, just came up here to have a good time. But yesterday when we stopped by Walmart, I saw these little power bait atomic tubes. So I figured, you know what, we'll give them a shot, see what we could do. Just drag that little sucker on the bottom. It resembles a cross, so we're going to throw this little sucker on. The gear of choice I'm going to be using is going to be my 7'2" spinning rod by Akuma. It's the Akuma Saros. Freaking incredible little combo right here. And the reel of choice that I have is going to be a 2500 ITX series reel. This thing is absolutely wicked. I got 8-pound fluorocarbon on here, which in my opinion is a little bit too heavy. I would like to go 4 to 6, but it's what I got. And sometimes you just got to do with what you have. Should be fun, should be an entertaining one. I hope you guys enjoy. Please make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and shoot, let's go get them. Oh my gosh, these guys already just smacked it the second it hit the water. Look how pretty that freaking fish is. It's like a pumpkin seed sunfish, or I don't even know. Get in there, dude. Oh. Micro, dude. This dude is micro. Yeah, I like catching bigger fish, but I mean, man, when you catch fish that are really cool looking like that, it's freaking wicked. Oh, that was actually, that's a nice one right there. Look at him go. Actually, a really nice one. You actually lipped this one. You know, it's a good size one, guys, when you can lip them. Freaking beautiful little fish. That is so sick. That is so freaking awesome seeing these guys come up. Oh my gosh, this guy's a chunk. Little fatty. They're so freaking cool looking. That was a little smallie that came up. Oh, there's a trout right there. There's a trout. Oh, the trout's about to hit it. Whoever's calling me, sorry. I got a trout following my bait. That's a little rainbow, really cool. Pretty freaking fish. I had this little micro dude on. Really freaking cool fish. Man, they're all so wicked looking. I'm gonna see if I can get one of these little micro largies over here. Oh my gosh. Just freaking ripped it. Didn't quite get it though. It's crazy how those little tiny bluegills can get a hold of it, but the bass can't. There it is. There it is. Look at this little guy. First little creek bass, guys. Get a little look at him. Look at that little guy. Oh, there he goes. Ah, little nibble right there. Oh, he had it. You son of a gun. I got one too. Oh, is that a smallie? Is that a smallie? Oh my gosh, a little smallmouth. A little smallmouth. I was wondering why it was fighting so much harder. Check out that beautiful little smallmouth, guys. That is incredible. First little creek smallmouth of the trip. Cannot complain. And then over here, we got a little guy dangling. Look at that little guy. Really pretty. That is freaking wicked. Alright guys, so since we hooked up with that smallmouth out here in the middle, I'm assuming that they're going to be as close to the current as they could possibly be. There are a couple little smallmouth right off this point right here, but they're just refusing to hit, so just got to work around them and try to catch your brothers and sisters and the little largies and sunfish and Maybe a couple trout. Oh, right there. Struck it. All right. Another little sunfish. Man, this place is loaded with these guys. Decent little dude right there, not too bad. That one fought way harder than just about any other one I've caught today. Dude just pulled the line right out. Just took off. Oh, there's another. I think that's a little baby bass right there. Skipping him on up. There he goes. I'll tell you what, little fish are a pain to deal with, guys. They're so freaking hard to get a hold of and get off the line. And oh wow, oh wow. He was just saying how if we cross, there's another area right over there where it's like another deep hole, and there's a lot of fish in there too. Wow, I think, is this a pumpkin seed, guys? Not 100% sure, but he's a little more speckled than all the other ones are. There we are. Got something way out there. Don't know what it is. Thanks for the bite, dude. All right, guys. So Audrey just caught this little tiny smallmouth. Absolutely wicked right there. But she got him on was this little Mr. Crappie Cajun cricket right here. Made by Strike King. Absolutely incredible. I was just going to throw on a little crab real fast just to see if I could get any more of these little guys, and right as I was tying it on, she was pulling this one up. Man, the second that fish hit the water, he just took off. Got him. Oh, I foul hooked him. I foul hooked him. Chill, 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 chill. Alright, guys. So we got this little micro trout. You can tell he's a stalker just by how his tail is a little beat up and whatnot. Let's get him back in. Oh, go that way. That is so wicked. Crazy thing is too, with these little tiny atomic tubes, these guys just freaking choke it. Freaking wicked little fish. Let's get him back in. He's like on it. Oh, pick it up. Let him take it. There it is. It's so wild checking these fish out, watching them just like inhale this thing. And they all have different colorations, which is so cool. Look at that fish right there, guys. Beautiful coloration. You got the teal, you got the orange, yellow, kind of highlighted with the white trim. These fish are just incredible looking. Man, they got spikes all over. Freaking wicked. Get in there, get big, dude. This little atomic tube by Berkley is literally all we have been using today. I mean, it's how we've caught the majority of the fish. Freaking wicked. Super small, about 1.5 inches long. Not a whole lot to it. About, I believe it's a 1/16 ounce. See if we can luck out with maybe a smallie. We got a trout, we got a couple sunfish. All we need is a smallie or a largie, and we're good for today. Today was fun. Caught a lot of small dinks, but it's fun when you don't do this often. What is going on, guys? So we just got back to the cabin. We did a little bit of walking around Cottonwood today. It was raining all day, so we were kind of stuck just doing super simple things, but we just got back to the cabin. I figured, you know what, how about we go down to the river just for a little bit, see if we can maybe catch a couple more trout, maybe some smallmouth, maybe some largemouth, etc. Just see if we could crank on a few more fish before it gets dark. We did stop at Walmart today and we did pick up a couple pairs of water shoes, so tomorrow we're going to be walking up and down this creek a little bit, trying to find new water holes, new waterways, some more current, stuff like that, and hopefully that'll help us catch bigger fish, more fish, and shoot, maybe we'll find some new species. So should be pretty interesting, but just gonna come back to the same area, see what we can do. Hopefully we can crank on a few more fish. I'm not seeing as many fish as I was yesterday, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. Just because you cannot see the fish does not mean that they're not there. So let's get out there, let's go whack them, and let's go have us a day. Alright guys, so we're back out here. We're gonna use the atomic tube again. As you can hear, we got a storm brewing right above us, so we don't really have too much time to be able to fish. There's actually a trout right here in front of me. Let's see if we can maybe get him to hit. Oh my gosh, a little bluegill came up and hit it before it could even drop down to the trout. I just want to break the ice with one sunfish, and then we will go and try to get a couple more. And this little guy is freaking tugging. Tell you what, guys, these fish are beautiful. The coloration that's on them. The crazy thing is, guys, they all got to be chewing some sort of fish because they all have some crazy teeth on them. Freaking wicked. Yeah, these guys have some wicked coloration on them. Yeah, these fish are way more aggressive during the day. Not 100% sure why, but I mean, they sure are. You just tell by just coming out here and just purely fishing for them. There are not many largemouth or smallmouth in this creek, but the ones that are in here, they seem to be pretty aggressive. You run the bait by them, they're gonna hit it. You may have to flip it at them a couple times, but ultimately you frustrate them enough, they're gonna come up and hit it. Oh, there we are. There we are. Hit it on the drop. Little dude. What is that? Micro smallie? There he goes. Right back down. Yeah, these little smallies in here, they're not big, guys. Not big whatsoever, but there's one. That feels a little better. That feels a little better. Not really. There that one goes. Just flopping right off. That is so sick, but I want to get one up to show you guys. I mean, they're not big whatsoever. They're all about 5 inches, but shoot, a fish is a fish. And smallmouth are freaking wicked, so there's a little school of them up there. I definitely want to try to get a few more. There we go. Right on that tree. There we are. Better. Man, he crushed it. Not even better. But I think it's a little largy. Figures. Nope, little smallie, guys. Little smallie, right on that tree. The second it hit the water, he nailed it. Check this guy out, guys. Look how freaking wicked these little guys are. And they all look different based by the area that they're living in. I mean, this guy was living right up in all that brush and everything. So, I mean, the coloration on him is much, much darker than the ones I'm catching out in the open. It is absolutely incredible. Wicked little fish. I hope he grows up to be like a 2-3 pounder. That's going to be really hard for him to do, especially in a small creek like this, but it's not impossible. He's just got to keep growing, and keep eating everything he sees.